caught my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah. I buy like 23. Whoa. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah. I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that split, did that drill. Yeah, yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that split, did that drill. Yeah, yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you.
She-Rag got me.
That boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. Change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting up the back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant, he said I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay, look, sometimes you need the faith, sometimes you need to know your worth, sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but in front of the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake, you gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage, with the mainframe, loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your perm at. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe. Oh. Men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be greatest of all times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Kansas City Chiefs. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
On the play.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Aaron Donald able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. There on that 1st down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
8 yards.
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. He's got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold him to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Gets this one quickly out wide. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. He'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. That's out to the left and complete. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's complete to Kelsey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Good.
Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Kansas City Chiefs, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
with no score.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Check 52.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
Chiefs 7, Cardinals 0. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Edwards-Helaire on the counter. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Edwards-Helaire, the ball carrier.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
First and 10.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman. his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Chiefs 14, Cardinals nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now Burrow loses the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
7 yards on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
Up 2nd and 3 at the 6-yard line.
They'll set up a throw, and he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Chiefs 21, Cardinals nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Burrow. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off at the 47.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. 60 Bison.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. What an excellent run, and from the beginning, the defense just looked a little fooled, a little out of position.
A little bit frozen, too, because when you hand the ball inside, you lose sight of it oftentimes as a defender, and your eyes naturally gravitate to the quarterback. And before they realized it, he was off and running through the thick of the line while the quarterback faked it and carried it outside.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now Burrow loses the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
And a Cardinal.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll run it here with Hunt. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Now it's Burrow. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 28. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals 1st down as well.
Arizona.
They go play action with Burrow. Sliding out of the pocket. Looking for the end zone. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this 1st half.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10 once again from the 28. Here's Burrow. That one is caught by Hunt. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 18. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. Open man is Kirk, complete. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Again, it's Burrow. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for. And that'll make it 3rd down.
And 7 yards to go.
To the air again, Burrow. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Intended for Odell Beckham. Incomplete.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half.
A 31-yard attempt.
Oh, he left this one out to the right. That's a bad miss. No good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. This is intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's down, and it's a fumble. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game. And when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now a toss left side for Edwards-Helaire. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long. Rolling to his right. His throw incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Flush to his right, and this is going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
This is taken at the 15. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
For this life, I think I earned all my stripes.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And a Cardinal first down.
A quick throw by Burrow is complete. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
15.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
46-yard line.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Burrow will throw. And he's got his man, Hilton. The 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
Number 82.
Give him 35 yards there on the third down conversion.
First down, Cardinals.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Cowboy 80. 58's the mic. 58's the mic. Check pass. Check pass.
Now it's Burrow. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. And they give this time to the tailback. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals cut into that lead.
Kick is good.
And he's got it up and through.
That's the score. Chiefs 28. Cardinals 7. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin first and 10. They throw right away. That's complete out on the right side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. This is caught inside the 15. It's a gain of 34.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. DeMarcus Robinson. DeMarcus Robinson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
Well, after another passing touchdown, I don't think it'd be an understatement to say that he's in the zone, and I believe he likes it.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
First and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the earth.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
First down.
Burrow on play action. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Looking to pass, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Sponge! No!
On second down now, Dobbins, and he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
At the 34-yard line.
He'll look to throw. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We're back now in KC.
35.
A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
It's now 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Chiefs.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Their own 6-yard line.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in.
Complete.
That's good for 28 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there isn't a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
First down. Here's Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Not much there, only a yard.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On second down, Dobbins. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Brings up third.
Looking to throw.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive...
And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman there to make the grab. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead.
7. Harrison Butker to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
1-yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And the Chiefs are going to get him.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Oh, he fakes a spike. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, Just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions?
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Chris Jones in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on second and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off.
And my goodness, another interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, and he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
They'll try to draw here with Dobbins. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Good. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now a carry for Dobbins. And not much running room. Down to the 32. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd down now, Dobbins, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
A loss of 2 yards. It's 3rd and 9.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Chiefs, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, can I hit that? Okay, yeah, can I hit that? Can I hit that? Okay, can I hit that? Yeah, stars born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause